制してやろう。真の恐怖を教えてやろう。
せめて苦しまずに。ここで無様に果てるがいい。
Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna shoot in this video. We're going to be talking about the best special shinobi for this month, and we're talking here about the special shinobi, not the non-special, because the non-special are gonna be in a separate video, probably tomorrow or tonight, not sure yet, but it's probably gonna be tomorrow. So we're gonna start off with the best characters, the three characters that we have here this month: Madara, Ohnoki, and Shisui. And we're gonna be comparing their multiplier, and we're gonna go into details. See who the best character to use in this SAM if you already have all three of them, or if you're still debating between summoning on either Madara or Shisui, or if you already have Ohnoki and you're wondering whether it's worth it to summon on any of the other two. So starting off with the best character for this SAM, which is Madara. So for Madara, there are 4 reasons why he is the best character for this SAM. Let's start with the first one, which is the multiplier of the ultimate. His ultimate got multiplied, the newest ultimate, the Susanoo, that is already still in the game right now. You can actually summon for it. Got multiplied by 4 times. So basically, his power was originally at 3k, and it gets multiplied by 4. So it's basically almost from 28k to 30k power. It has the standard damage, by the way. So basically, you're multiplying the 1 by 4. So he has just 4 times the damage there. So yeah, he has the highest power in the game right now with his new ultimates, so that helps him a lot. The second thing that helps him a lot is that he is a purple character, and that's really good. Purple characters are basically balanced in this game, and if you give a purple character really good stat cards that have a lot of attack stats, it will help them get up there and have a lot of damage at the end of the day. Especially if you unseal the room yourself, you get 50% more attack. So basically, your attack stats that you get from originally from your cards gets multiplied by 1.5, and at the end of the day you can get your Madara up to 25,000 attack points. So that's the second reason. The third reason is that because he has this damage over time effect in his old fire style jutsu. I think it was called fire style Majestic Destroyer Flame from his old kits. Not the new one. The new one is completely useless. It doesn't have any effects in it, and that's why I really didn't like his recut, because his recut was basically pure damage, which, by the way, is useless for the SAM, because both the ninjutsu have elements or natures that are resisted, so you don't really need to use any of his ninjutsu there. From the new kit, you should probably use the old kit better, because you have the damage over time effect in the Fire Style Majestic Destroyer Flame, and the Susanoo, the old Susanoo from his old kit, is Annihilation Nature, which is, by the way, not resisted. It's actually a weakness for the SAM boss. But I wouldn't even use that Susanoo, because it's not boosted and it's not going to do that much damage. I'd rather just have another card that is basically giving Madara more attack stats, so he can do more damage with his ultimates. So yeah, the damage over time effect is a huge factor for any character in the SAM, and having that on a special shinobi is a really good thing. We're going to talk about that also on Shisui, but then Shisui is not as good as Madara, and we're going to talk about that why later. But yeah, the last reason is because of the points multiplier. So basically, Madara has 50% the points multiplier in this SAM, and it's the highest in the game so far. The only character that had that before was Itachi in the last SAM, and Madara, this SAM, has that 50%. So basically, Madara does 1 million damage with his ultimate, no matter whether it's the new or the old ultimate, or even with just the damage over time effect. If he does only the damage with his damage with his damage over time effect, he still gets that much points, which is half the damage he dealt. So 1 million points would give you 1 million damage would give you 500,000 points in return. So that's why he is on top right now. And yeah, let's just move now to the second character. So again, Madara is really the best character, and the second best character is also Madara. So it's really funny because his old ultimate, especially if you have it at a very high level, it would actually still act as if you have the new ultimate level 1. So basically, a level 7 or 6, if you have a level 6 or 7 of the old ultimate, it will basically do almost the same damage as level 1 new ultimate for Madara. So you're basically going to be replacing only the kunai instead of using the red kunai for Madara. For the new ultimate, you're using the purple kunai or the bluish kunai for the old ultimate, and then you're basically doing almost the same damage if you have level 6 ultimate for the old ultimate or higher, level 6 to level 8. Is basically the same damage as level 1 to level 2 for the new ultimates because of the multiplier and everything. But yeah, that's basically why Madara is still the god of this Sam, especially that he had this whole thing with the annihilation nature ultimate. So yeah, he is technically the second best if you have his old ultimate at high level. If you don't have it at high level, he's probably gonna drop a little bit to the third or the fourth place. But we're gonna be talking about that later at the end of the video. Now let's move on to the second best character, which is, by the way, Ohnoki. It's not Shisui. Sorry about that, guys. If you summoned for Shisui and you're probably disappointed right now. So why is Ohnoki better than Shisui? Why is Ohnoki not better than Madara, for example? Ohnoki basically has literally everything Madara has except for two things. The multiplier is basically the same. So Ohnoki has the 4 times multiplier of his ultimate, the same as Madara. So the new ultimate, not the new ultimate, because the new ultimate is basically the one we're getting for free from the Sam, but the one he got a couple of weeks ago. It has 4 times the multiplier, so it starts with 4,000.7, something like that, level 1, and it gets multiplied by 4, so it's around 19,000, and that's a lot less than Madara's, right? But the fact is, he didn't have the standard damage. He had 1.75 of the standard damage. So when you multiply the 1.75 by 4, you're almost having, I think, I'm bad with math, so it's probably around 6.5 or something like that, 6.75, something like, it's between 6 and 7. So yeah, the second thing that doesn't make, or did they even talk about the first thing? Yeah, so the first thing that doesn't make him as good as Madara is that he doesn't have the DOT in his kit, so he doesn't have the damage over time effect, and he doesn't have any useful effects in his kit. He only have this load movement, which doesn't work in the Sam at all. So, and even the new 4-star has confusion, which also doesn't work on the Sam bosses. So it's completely useless. He's lacking the DOT. If he has the DOT, he's probably going to be in the same range as Madara's damage output. The last thing that doesn't make him as good as Madara is his type. He's a green type. Green types have the worst stats for attack. So no matter how good stat cards you have with attack stats, you don't get multiplied enough to be in the same level as Madara. But again, we can go back to the fact that his ultimate doesn't have the standard damage. It has 1.75 of the standard damage, which basically gives him enough damage to have the same, to be in the same range of the damage output from the ultimate alone, to be the same as the one Madara has. So basically he is, I mean, not exactly, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not exactly like it's 3.5 like in one session, one Sam session, he will be doing 3.5 million damage with his ultimate, while Madara might be able to do 4 million damage or a little bit more because of the fact that he has the DOT. So yeah, Madara still is better than Ohnoki. However, Ohnoki is coming up in the second place because of lacking some small stuff. And he also has that 50%, believe it or not, he does have the 50% point multiplier. So for every 1 million damage he deals, he gets half that, which is 500,000 points. So that's basically this third character that gets that 50% point multiplier, which makes him in the second place. The reason why Shisui in the third place is something really sad. He doesn't have the same amount of multiplier as Madara and Ohnoki. So his ultimate got multiplied by only 3. And yeah, you might think that because it's a multi-hit, probably doesn't do in around 6 hits. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't tested him in attack machine yet. I'm not gonna give you any wrong information here, but like looking at the damage output he does per session compared to Madara and Ohnoki, he does almost the same damage, but then the point multiplier is actually less even. Like it's not just the ultimate multiplier that is only 3 compared to the 4 that Madara and Ohnoki have, but Shisui also has only 30% point multiplier. So for every 1 million damage that Shisui does, he only gets 300,000 points, which is really bad compared to Madara that gets 500,000. So yeah, they kind of shafted Shisui, considering that his ultimate is basically SAM based. It shouldn't be used for attack machine, for example, because it has 120 seconds cooldown. But yeah, it should have been way better than that. Should have had a better multiplier. But then yeah, you can tell the fact is yeah, his ultimate, he does a lot of damage, to be honest. Like, but the problem is the damage you deal doesn't give you as much points as the less damage Madara and Ohnoki do. Like Madara and Ohnoki can do less damage than Shisui, but then they will get at the end more points than Shisui. So yeah, that's basically why Shisui is in the last place. Shisui, however, has the damage over time effect in every part in his kit. So basically every ninjutsu he has from his old or his new kit basically have the damage over time effect, which work exactly the same as Madara. However, he's still getting less points from that damage over time effect compared to Madara. And yeah, if you're gonna use one specific ninjutsu from all of his ninjutsu, I guess the best one would be the combustive sword from his old kit, because it's lunge nature attack and it does quite a good damage, and it has of course the damage over time effect, which can be very useful. You can also use the teleport to make yourself faster, and you can evade attacks that the Susanoo has. Even though the Susanoo is really easy, the SAM boss, the SAM is really easy, but in case the SAM boss decides to go crazy on you and inflict you with defense debuff, you might die in just 2 hits. So you're gonna need that evasion and the speed to actually escape from that. So yeah, basically that's how it is. These are the special shinobi, the SAM, and yeah, if we're gonna talk about the level 1 ultimate for Madara, the old one, it would be right after Shisui, I guess. But if you have it at high level, again, it would be even better than Ohnoki. So yeah, that's how good Madara is for the SAM. Also, if you don't have any of the ultimates we've mentioned in this SAM, in this video, you can still use the damage over time effect. So basically how the damage over time effect works is that it takes 2.5 of the total HP, of the full HP of the SAM boss. So it doesn't matter if the SAM boss lost some HP, it's still doing a fixed amount of damage every time you use it. So it does 2.5% of the full HP, and if you use it during the 3 minutes, you'll be doing that 9 times. So 9 times 2.5, you're doing 22.5 the total damage, the total HP, and that's a lot. It still gives you a lot of points because you have that point multiplier, which might be even better than all of the other non-special shinobi. So having only the damage over time effect for Madara or for Shisui might actually get you a really good score at the end of the day, even better than non-special shinobi. But we're gonna talk about the non-special shinobi in the next video, and then we can compare whether these the ultimates for the other characters are better, or just using the DOT for Madara or Shisui is the better option. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Yeah, sorry about my voice. I don't know why it's so low or so tired these days, but yeah, Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you.